Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here today with my debut of my 2022 NFL season predictions. Now, what I'm going to do week by week is pick out several of the games of the week, games I really think there's good action or good value on, and give my personal thoughts on what I think is going to happen. Now, note as a disclaimer, do not bet unless you're betting with money you are prepared to lose. And of course, wherever you do it, whether you do it in person or bet online, please read terms and conditions to better understand what the rules of that site are. Now, the first game I'm looking at is the game you see here, and that is the Thursday night game between the Buffalo Bills and the defending Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams. That game is being played in LA at SoFi Stadium. And this is an interesting game to start off with because you're starting with the defending Super Bowl champions and the team that is the current betting favorites to be the 2023 Super Bowl champions in the Buffalo Bills. And one can point and be like, well, they're going to have a hype home crowd. They're going to unveil the banner. But there is a weird tendency in sports for teams to have a bit of a hangover when they're coming off big professional sporting championships. Like my personal favorite team, the Atlanta Braves, kind of struggled out of the gate this season. And even that included them losing their home opener to the Cincinnati Reds. And this is a cross-sport phenomenon, and I think it carries over here. Buffalo insanely stacked on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball. The current line, as you can see here, as of me taking earlier today, is the Buffalo Bills by 2 points, and I think that is an easy cover, in my opinion. So I say Buffalo Bills to win by more than 2 points. The second game is an interesting one. It's 1 p.m. on Sunday between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. That game is being played in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be an absolutely terrible Atlanta Falcons team this year. They're my pick to finish with the worst record and get to number one overall pick. And they're playing a Saints team that reloaded. They're going to have what my opinion to be the rookie of the year this year in Chris Olave on the outside. A lot of targets for Jameis Winston to throw to. And I just think they're going to be too much for the Falcons. And I think that 5.5 point line is a bit too small. I think the Saints win that game going away, and I have the New Orleans Saints covering at 5.5 points. The third game I have here is a 4:25 game on Sunday. It is between the Las Vegas Raiders and LA Chargers. That game, like the Rams game, is going to be played in SoFi Stadium. And here you have a Chargers team that seems primed to at least make a go at it this year. Go for at least the division title and maybe even more. And with the Las Vegas Raiders, it seems like we go through this every year, at least in recent history, where they get like a player or two and people are like, okay, this is the year the Raiders do it. This is the year the Raiders become relevant. And they usually, go like 8-8 or 8-9 now because there's 17 games in the season. And they just don't do it. And I trust Justin Herbert at quarterback at the Chargers more than I trust Derek Carr at the Raiders. And this game being in LA, I think that 3-point line is a little too small again. I think the Chargers cover that 3 points. And the last game I have is the Sunday night game, 8:20 p.m., between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. That game being played at Jerry World in Dallas. And I can go into detail here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady, many targets on the outside, good solid defense, and they usually do a good job of retaining players year after year. And the Dallas Cowboys, it's like, oh, another year, it's going to be another frustrating year. Their fans are going to say, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. And then best case scenario, they get knocked out in the divisional round. And I'm not saying the Cowboys are that good. They aren't. I think they're going to be a roughly 500 team this year. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have some issues hiding underneath the surface here. You might have heard about Tom Brady. He missed a lot of the preseason due to unannounced issues, many people believing it's issues with his marriage. And also the fact, don't forget, Rob Gronkowski's retired. That was the guy for Tom Brady the past couple of years, and he's not going to have him. And although Tampa Bay has a very solid stable receivers, most notably Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, that's gonna be a loss that will be felt. and a Dallas Cowboys team that has a solid defense. And again, at home, they've been hearing the talk of this is the year the Philadelphia Eagles overtake them, and they're going to want to make a statement. And I'm not just going to pick them to beat the spread. I have the Dallas Cowboys money line over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on these picks? What picks do you guys have for week 1 of the NFL? Leave your comments, leave your pins down below. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. I am the Super Orange Cat, and that is all.